Hey, what are you looking for?
The fisherman. Where do we see? We're going really slow here. Chillaxing trip packages. Should we go faster?
No,
No? Should we stay that slow?
maybe a little bit.
All the way to the boat?
No.
What's the captain doing?
Hey,
Is he asleep?
oh, this captain.
We finally have beautiful weather again. It's still a little windy, but the sun is out. Mood is up. Got some things done. Getting somewhere. Looks like we're making progress. It seems that this little cable here, this dude, does not carry any electricity anymore, whatever you call it in English. So that is actually the phase for the alternator supplying some current, so the alternator starts running and regulating. I have now replaced all the cable, cleaned the contacts and whatsoever, and if I knew how to measure output, I would do that now. But I probably have to wait for Paul, our electrician that helped us getting this far, and I'm very positive that we will have a working alternator and engine charger by the end of today. So even it may be a little premature, it's just the halfway beer. Zina and I are gonna have one now.
Prost.
I'm trying to get my alternator fixed, at least checked up. So it's pretty a mess with all the vendors in St. Martin. Nobody has time, it's high season. And you're basically here, no, not today, not tomorrow. Come back in a couple of hours, you come back and say, well, no, sorry, something has come up. So it's rather frustrating, but I have the impression, or the hope, I should say, that we'll get things sorted out before we leave. Is the captain happy? Yeah? You happy? Okay. I hope we're gonna fix our alternator problem now once and for all. This unit has been serviced, the fried parts have been replaced. Actually, the tension bracket here, that actually broke, and we know why. Because the pivot point of the alternator was mounted onto the engine with this little screw. It's 8mm. And when you look at this, it's way too small because it's actually 10mm, and at the same time it was way too long, so that could never have worked. So I got all the parts now. I had this custom made welded, a new one so it doesn't break again, and we get this new awesome bolt that fits in here just perfectly, and we're now gonna mount it and hopefully have all system backup. Hey Zina, you want to see something?
Sure.
Come on in, come closer. You know what this is? It's our alternator. And now, the big surprise. Ta-da!
Shit, what happened?
So seriously, that was about attempt number 47 to finally fix our alternator problem. But, well, we were actually in the original installation missing a spacer. I guess it's called. I never heard that name before, but now I know. So the original had no spacer, and when we tried to tighten it, there was too much space left, and it broke off. So our alternator that we just got fixed yesterday is now no good anymore because the aluminum housing is broken, and from what I heard, you cannot weld it because you will fry the electronics in there.
Hey, today is our last chance to go sailing, but unfortunately this morning another piece of the alternator broke. Benny is really frustrated about it, and now he's on land and he tries to get someone who can fix the piece of the alternator. So tomorrow we have to leave, and it would be a bad feeling to leave St. Martin not knowing that the machine works.
Hello!
Yes, what?
Spring back?
Yes, it is.
Awesome. Did you save the golf tournament?
Yeah, we can fix it.
Very good. Okay, I'm now back at the boat with a lot of parts, which I hope is going to be the final attempt of fixing our alternator problem. See over here, I got a brand new 70 amp alternator, which we will somehow fit into the engine. There is a little different connections required, but not too bad, as from what I understood. I got a charging lamp that we apparently need in order for the alternator to generate output. I got some other stuff here. But more importantly, I got this nice little pipe, which was actually freaking expensive. So the engine has a 7/16 thread, and the problem for this alternator was caused because the bolt in there in the old alternator was not straight and not flat. So we have this nice pipe now, which we got custom made. It has 8mm hole in it, and I will fit this in, and once this is all fitted in, we'll put everything back in place and we should be good, hopefully forever, or at least the next couple of years. Oh, this is locked. So I'll actually not grease it, but put this aluminum metal thing in between so it doesn't corrode. Not sure if it's actually required, but better safe than sorry. And we'll put it, look there, it fits so nicely. Now we actually have a fitting and an 8mm bolt. See? And there's no shaking anymore. That will get us quite far. Awesome, and now I'll put the rest in. Next. I believe where's the next problem. Seriously, if that's the case, I'm gonna jump ship. I hope I'm wrong here, but I do believe there's something different in here that I didn't see and they didn't see in the shop either. You see what the big difference is? The position of this guy. Okay then, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Simply doesn't work.
Third time is a charm. After more running back and forth, we got our final alternator, a 60 amp for a Yanmar engine. 10 amp less than the original and no tachometer read, but at least it's a fit. We couldn't get a spacer, so we covered the distance with about 30 washers. Maybe unconventional, but working. We had just installed the alternator right on time for moving the boat to our hurricane-safe buoy. The engine wouldn't start anymore. The starter motor wasn't cranking at all. Fortunately, Yaku, the owner of the buoy who stopped by to give us an escort, knows quite a lot about electrical systems and helped us fix the problem. Pretty simple if you know where to look. A tiny cable connecting the start motor with its start button slipped out of a relay and just needed to be put back in. We also hooked up the D+ to ignite the alternator to the oil pressure gauge, as a relay that's supposed to do the job isn't putting out anything. Despite all the hassle over the last 4 days, we are happy it happened right then. We have learned a lot about the boat's wiring, and it would have just been a matter of time for the belt system to fall apart due to the crack in the tension bracket. We have also learned 3 different tricks to start the engine. The last resort, shortcutting the start motor with a screwdriver. Very good knowledge to have. We used Saturday morning to prep the boat for 2 months of absence. The boat is in a good shape again and we feel very accomplished. If that had happened on the ocean, a lot of other things could have gone wrong. If you enjoyed this video, please like us on Facebook and subscribe to our channel.
See you next time!
See you next time!
Woohoo! See you next time, huh?